Hello, listeners. Welcome to this channel again. This is Naija Matters 101, where we discuss events and happenings in Nigeria. If you are new here, please click the subscribe and notification button and notification bell so you can be aware of our new videos. And if you are returning, we are welcome. Please join us and let's listen to this video and this podcast of mine. So today we'll be discussing something that's very sensitive, and I think it's about time we discuss it. And that's why I want to put it out today. And it is this Muslim ticket that people have been talking about. I can see that this Muslim ticket of a thing went so deep, and because the president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a Muslim, and he now picked a deputy which is also a Muslim. But what people are failing to see and understand is that the dynamics are different. Though it has been a practice in Nigeria that when you have a Christian leader, you must have a Muslim deputy. Where you have a Muslim leader, you must have a Christian deputy. That has been a practice so far. But that has been a practice because most of the time the leaders have always been Muslims from the north, from another part of Nigeria. Most of the time they've always been. So when you have a Muslim from the northerner, you can easily pick a Christian from the south because Christians are more pronounced in the south than in the north. But in the case where and when you have a leader from the south, which is often a Christian, it is easy to pick a Muslim from the north because the Muslims are in the majority in the north. So, but in this case, it's different. It's never happened before, but somebody has to test the water. I can understand the reason for the apprehension because religion is sensitive in the north. I lived there for many years and I know how religion is sensitive over there. They don't take religions so lightly over there. The war between Christians and Muslims in the north is so tough. For most of the attacks we hear about, it's a little bit of tribal, but it's more of religion. You realize that where we have a Christian dominant area, they try to oppress the few Muslims that are there. And we have the Muslim dominant area in the north, they try to oppress the Christians that are there. They hardly work together. And Kaduna plays the recipe for this disaster. Because Kaduna plays is a huge blend of Christians and Muslims. So that's why you have a lot of clashes over there many times. It's really based on religion. And these people somewhat they are intolerant of each other. I'm sorry to say that, but that is the fact. I must say it now. So religion is a big thing to them in the north. Down there in the south too, southeast for to be per se, religion is big deal because they are mostly and predominantly Christians. The Muslims are very few there, so Islam is something they didn't accept, and up to today they are not accepting it. So they will generally not accept Muslims. So if you're a Muslim and want to go to the south side or southeast, well, good luck to you. You can stay there, but they will not accept you wholeheartedly. They really don't accept most Islam in the south side and south eastern part of Nigeria. So religion is a big deal in those places too. Now coming to the southwest, we southwest is a blend of both Christian and Muslim, and these people have gone so far maybe because of their education that it's not really a big deal in the southwest. Because hardly will you say family in the southwest that don't have Christians and Muslims. Every family in the southwest, every Yoruba person have Muslims and Christians in their family. So will they start fighting themselves because of religion? That's why Yorubas, there's a lot of religious tolerance in Yorubas because both Christian and Muslim and even traditional worship paths are blended and embedded in their family. So they can't fight one over the other. They can't even and take the other. So they accept it anyway. And maybe that's the reason for their liberalism and their open-mindedness and open-handedness that they welcome everybody else because they see everybody as one, be it Christian or Muslim, they see it as one. So now coming to the Muslim ticket now, it it has never happened that a Muslim sultana becomes a leader and now has to choose a deputy. Most of the time when a sultana has become a leader, the case of Olusegun Obasanjo and case of Goodluck Jonathan, they were both Christians. So it was easy for them to pick a northern Muslim as a deputy, which is the norm, which is what we expect. But now, for a southern Muslim to be a leader, he has to choose, or let's say don't let me say he has to, he may not, but for him to win, owing by the demography of Christian to Muslim in the north, he has to choose from the north anyway. He can't choose from the south because he's from the south. That may not really fly. But maybe one day we see that we start a southern ticket, another northern ticket. Maybe it will happen one day. But if for in this case now, Tinubu that is contesting is a Muslim and southerner, if he really wants to win, you have to pick a deputy from where is popular, or maybe where the population is much in the north. And where the population is much in the north, it's either in the northeast or northwest, and they are majorly Muslims in the area. So if Tinubu goes to the north and pick a Christian, which is what everybody expects, these are minorities in the north. The population is just very mega. It will be easy for the Muslims in the north to sweep and support Atiku. That would have been a big mistake for Tinubu to have made, because religion play a lot of role in the north. As I said earlier, they don't take it easy when it comes to religion. That's the first quality that they look at. Is he a Muslim? Is he a Christian? That's what they're looking at. So I don't blame Tinubu for doing that. Those who think you should choose a Christian, maybe they are looking at it from the angle of Muslim peer. But in this case now, the man wants to win. And if you want to win, you put your best foot first. And the best foot is to choose a Muslim from a popular and major place in the north, which is why he chose this Muslim ticket. Well, it's hard for many people to solve, especially the Christian community. That's why you see the people that attack him the most is the church. Oh, Muslim ticket is devilish. God told us this. Told us that. I wonder, is God a Christian or a Muslim? God doesn't have time for any religion. So these pastors and Christians really fall my hand, because I'm a Christian, but I supported Bola Tinubu, and that's because if you don't support a Muslim ticket now, a Christian ticket can never surface. But now we can say in future that we too also have a Christian ticket, and it must fly, because there was once a Muslim ticket under Tinubu and Shetima, and he flew, and they became president and vice president. So in future, that's our yardstick, that's our reference. If it happened before, it can happen again anytime. So if in future we now say, at least now we can now think that, okay, I don't have to pick somebody from on the other side of the religion. If I'm a Christian, I can also pick a Christian. If I'm a Muslim, I can also pick a Muslim. That's what I call civilization. At least we are improving, and that means that our improvement means that we are now getting civilized more than we have ever been. Because when new things happen, and first of all, it's people don't like it, and later it becomes a norm. That's a mark of civilization. We learn to accept it, go around it, and live with it. So Muslim ticket flies now. That means one day Christian ticket will also fly. That's why I'm happy about it. So, and I want all Christians to take it lightly. It's not the end of the world. I hear people say, "Oh no, they will Islamize Nigeria." They said it before under this Buhari. Buhari has spent 80 years now and he's living. Has he Islamized Nigeria? IBB had the opportunity to Islamize Nigeria. He was the military head of state. Nobody would have stopped him. There's no National Assembly. In fact, they even tried it. It didn't fly. Abacha would have tried, because he even had Nigeria under his armpit like any other, like no one has ever been. He didn't fly. And under Buhari, that's the first thing we say, oh, we want to Fulanize Nigeria. We want to Islamize Nigeria. Nobody can Islamize this country or Christianize this country. So all those are just political, how would I call it, just political statements, just to call somebody a bad name so that I can hang him. So that can never happen. Tinubu nor Shetima can never Islamize this country. It's not even possible. So, and if we have a Christian ticket too, they cannot Christianize this country. That's also not possible. So let us put that by the side. But what I want us to think about is that if a Muslim ticket ever happened, that means one day, a Christian ticket will also happen. That's the view I want us to look at it. Don't let us look at it from, if you are not fighting a war, it's not a competition. Nobody's competing with anybody. Nobody has won anybody. Guys, we are the Muslim one. Where did the Muslim won? Does that mean Christian will now pack out and leave Nigeria? No. They spend their time there 4 years or 8 years, they will leave. Another set of people will come. That's what Buhari now is 8 years is over, just like yesterday. Even though we all know what we went through, the hardship we went through, but it's over. He will have to leave. So these people through the Muslim ticket, they will come and they will go. So it's up to us to prepare ourselves for the next leadership and plan ourselves well. So that's what I want to say about it. So we should stop this idea of using religion as a yardstick for who we support or who we are going to support in any way. Support. So let's move. Let's look beyond religion and begin to think better and begin to improve the way we think and rational things. Though we know we all have our biases, and we tend to keep our support to where that suits our bias. We can't deny that, but at least let's try and improve on it. That's what I have to say about that. Thanks for listening and for watching. Thank you. See you next time.